Thank you so much for your time today. This is an informational video for Mold Terminators, a green home solutions company. Mold Terminators offers 100% organic mold termination. In this quick video, we're going to go over how Mold Terminators differs from most other mold remediation companies, how our product works, why Mold Terminators is your best choice for your mold terminating needs for your home, business, and/or your investments, and finally, we'll wrap it up with a couple great results stories. Now, if you're like most people, the phrase mold remediation brings thoughts to your mind of images like these: tearing walls apart, harsh chemicals, and workers in hazmat suits. Well, not with Mold Terminators. Most other companies will come in and hit your home with a wrecking ball and then douse it in extremely harmful chemicals that a lot of times can be worse for your family and pets than the actual mold itself. That is not how Mold Terminators operates. We use a proprietary enzyme-based solution. And the definition of an enzyme, if you look it up on Google, is a substance produced by a living organism that acts as a catalyst to bring about a specific biochemical reaction. In the case of Mold Terminators, that is an enzyme that actually goes in and terminates the mold. Now, just in the same way that your drywall and wood and studs absorb moisture, they can absorb our enzyme-based solution to actually go in through your walls and penetrate those porous surfaces and terminate the mold from within. So there is no need to rip apart your walls. Our solutions are actually applied with a fogger. The reason that we apply with a fogger is the moisture molecules are very small, and through the laws of physics, they can actually penetrate into surfaces where normal sprays cannot, into every crack and crevice of your basement, attic, or any other part of your home to terminate the mold. What else this means is that Mold Terminators takes a lot less time than most other companies. Again, most companies have to come in, do demolition, treat the area with their harmful chemicals, and then put everything back together for you. One of our recent customers was nice enough to send in this testimonial, which I wanted to share with you. Phil in Akron, Ohio says, "We were looking for a safer choice to get rid of the mold in our basement, and a friend referred us to Mold Terminators. Their quote was about half what 2 other companies had quoted, and the entire process only took about 2 hours. Our basement is mold-free and smells fresh again. I don't know about you, but I absolutely hate walking into anybody's basement and you get that dingy, musty smell. That means that most likely you have mold." So if you're a homeowner, a real estate investor, real estate agent, inspector, contractor, or any other profession that possibly comes across properties that do have a mold problem, treat your mold problems and refer your clients to the safer way, the faster way, the more affordable way with Mold Terminators, a green home solutions company. Now listen to these few stories from some people that are a part of this revolutionary way of terminating mold the safe, organic way with Mold Terminators.
So what we did was we decided to take the enzyme approach and apply it to the problem of cleaning up mold. And basically what the product does, instead of having to rip out all your walls, now granted if the walls are compromised and they're structural damage, they need to come out. But if otherwise, you can fall this material into the home or into the structure. And what it does is it will break down all that biological contamination into a material that is now harmless. It will not cause an allergenic response or an inflammatory response in someone that breathes it in. And that's the secret of this.
One of the things you got to understand that we're not bringing this here as a new product. This product's been in service for 12 years.
Yeah.
We've done government projects, institutional projects, and people that I know, people's homes, including a rental property of mine, including another commercial property of mine. It works.
We were brought in for 2 dormitories, and they had placed these rooms offline where the U.S. Navy were not allowing sailors to sleep there, and they needed the dormitories. We went there on Friday, and by Tuesday, he could have put the people back in there.
No, this is what I was talking about, the real world example, the house that I purchased for a $90,000 discount. You know why it was discounted $90,000? The walls were carpeted. I mean, it looked like carpet on the walls. And I had to have an electrical inspection. The electrical inspector came in and said, oh, you're going to get a demolition permit? You're going to get a dumpster? You got to rip all these walls and all these ceilings and all that. Got to rip out every piece of sheetrock in here. I said, no, I don't. And that's why. There's a $90,000 discount because everyone else thought I was going to have to remove every bit of sheetrock from this house. Now, I didn't remove a bit.
And you know what's credible? He didn't flip the house. He lives in the house today, right?
Yeah,
He still lives in the house.
Yeah, I live in the house.
And they did a pre and post test. And they couldn't believe it that it went from 300,000 down to outside ambient. So now we have a continuing source of revenue with that Ivy League location. And one day, David Gaines, who is he was the lead singer in Family Opera, he done like 20,000 performances. He was out from Frostproof, Florida. And he made a deal with the city fathers there that he'd come in and give a benefit concert and for the Historical Society. So they invited him down. My boss, the CEO of that company, said, we're going to have it in that auditorium that we're going to actually be redo here. So he comes in. He shows up on Friday and walks in there, and it's just like that lady you were talking about. He just immediately, his throat just closed up. He said, I can't, just like that. I can't do it. This is too much. It was like those 1930 auditorium, all these velour and things like that. And there it is, restored here. Heavy drapes and all that stuff. And so my boss says to me, I remember when you were running the Florida Department of Citrus, you had something, and you treated there. What was it? I said, well, I didn't hardly remember. Yeah, I did. He said, well, get it. This is the kind of guy you need to go do it if he tells you to do it. I've still got that. If I can locate it, I've still got that fogger and what's left of that 5 gallons I did at my house. I went back there and I myself climbed in this building and I just got ladders as high as I could reach, 30 foot high, but I did what I could. I got on the catwalks. I didn't have any mass. I just around, a couple hours, 3 hours. The next day, the morning, so he told about how long it took. We walked in there about 10 in the morning, and that guy David Gaines, he walked right in, and you could see him just carefully. Finally, he said, this place is alpine air. I love it. I can do the program fine.
Again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this quick video today. Please give us a call at any time with any questions you have, and one of our highly trained representatives will answer any questions you have. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.